4 minutes or less recipes, Alex and Felix. I'm Felix.
And I'm Alex. Kind of messed that up.
We're not starting again. So today in our Around the World series, we are doing S for Sweden, and we are making Kladdkava. It's basically like a molten chocolate cake.
Yeah.
When we say molten, we may have overcooked it maybe a little bit, but if you follow the directions and ingredient amounts down below, you'll be good. So don't worry about following along with us too much. Just pay attention to what's in the video.
We've adjusted for the mistake that we made.
Exactly. So they're going to do as we say and not as we do. So at the beginning, we showed the Lindt chocolate we're using because I'm hoping they will eventually send me chocolate bars if this ever becomes popular. So I'll get my name in now. So start with some dark chocolate, 70%. If you want to do a mix of 70 and 80%, I mean, that works too. But you want a darker chocolate for this. You want that really rich chocolatey taste, and you don't want it to be so sweet like with milk chocolate.
Would you also say it's rich? Is it bitter?
I wouldn't think.
Not the cake, but the chocolate.
The chocolate is slightly bitter. It's like a bittersweet category. So we did a little bit of sugar and eggs here, which is just incredibly out of focus.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Canon autofocus is usually pretty good, but just not having it with this camera. So anyways, we whipped up the eggs. Now in a separate pan.
It's a lot of butter.
It is a lot of butter. We're going to melt this down. And we're going to melt it till it's browned a little bit. So we just did the eggs and the other stuff in the other thing, and now we're going to do the other portion of the wet ingredients. So we're going to let that melt down. And you can't really see it too well on camera, but it's starting to, bubble and foam a little bit.
You can't see that very well on
here
camera.
Now, it's browned slightly. A little hard to pick up, but it's browned slightly. So you want to brown the butter a little bit. Once it's brown, take it off the heat, and then we're going to dump all that chocolate we cut up earlier into it. And then we're going to mix that up, and it's all
the chocolate?
All the chocolate.
All right.
There's a lot of chocolate all going in there. It's a very chocolatey dessert.
It's just butter chocolate. This is just
butter and chocolate.
Nuts. It's
not good for you, but it's pretty tasty.
It's delicious. So
if you like chocolate desserts, this is the one you want. So stirring it up. You can see it gets very glossy. That's what you're aiming for there.
Wow.
Looks pretty good.
We had to take a moment there to just appreciate how
chocolate it is. So this is the eggs and sugar we whipped up earlier. We're going to dump all that chocolate butter into here. And we are going to whisk that up with a little bit of flour. There's not much flour in this. It's mostly chocolate, to be honest. Yeah. So we're going to keep whisking this up.
It's very soft and light on the inside.
On the inside, it's supposed to be molten. It's actually a very dense cake. We're going to add a little more cocoa powder. So we're very light on the flour, but we add some cocoa powder. So the cocoa powder kind of acts the same as flour in this recipe. Again, incredibly out of focus, but look how thick this batter is. I'm just smacking it there with the spatula and just nothing.
No give.
Yeah, it's gonna do whatever it wants to do. So I'm gonna whisk that up a little bit after scraping down the sides. And again, it's very difficult to work with this. It's like working with glue. But do your best to get that into a pan.
Would you describe it as voluptuous?
Voluptuous? Yeah. I don't know. I have to think about that.
Okay.
So we're gonna bake that for time and temperature down below. We did it in the spring form pan, just because it'd make it a lot easier to get it out afterwards. Ours blew up a little bit. That's okay. Even if yours does blow up, it'll collapse back down once it's cooled down. So don't worry about that.
Eat off the top a little bit.
We did, yeah. That's what that hole there is. But you know what? I thought it was good overall. We maybe baked it a little too long, but still very chocolatey. Follow the directions down below. You'll be good.
It was great. It was just try it.
Just try it. It's better than it looks. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next week for tea, which is Thailand.